Hello, we're back. Hi everyone, my name is Tim. I'm the editorial director here at National Novel Writing Month, and you are watching the April 2014 NaNoWriMo Writing Marathon live stream. If you've been here with us since the beginning, you just watched Chris and Gowdy rhapsodize at length about internet distractions and how the internet is like pasta, and it was awesome, and you guys did a great word sprint. And that's what we're going to continue doing today. We really want you to keep writing, dedicate this time to your novels. We want to give you a quick fundraising update. So at this point, we've raised an amazing $3,534 thanks to all of you who pledged to the National Novel Writing Month Writing Marathon. And so we're so excited about that. Those donations help our nonprofits continue to run programs like NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, and the Young Writers Program, and just helps us continue to be here with you, and we're so amped about that. I hope your writing projects are going amazingly. If you haven't already introduced yourselves, or if you want to introduce yourselves again, please do that in the chat box, and that way we can know who we're writing with, let us know where you're writing from, and maybe what you're writing. If you're not writing a novel, if you're writing a nonfiction project, this is the first ever NaNoWriMo Writing Marathon that's open for all that. So we're really excited to have all of you here with us. And so we're going to kick right off into a word sprint. If you don't know what a word sprint is, they're really cool. They're timed writing challenges. Basically, we give you, like we're going to give you 5 minutes today, and you're just going to write as freely as you can. We'll give you a prompt, and you may or may not want to use it. If you don't want to use it and you just want to write for those 5 minutes on your writing project proper, that's totally cool and encouraged. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, we'll ask you to count your words and let us know how many words you've written, and maybe possibly a sentence if you feel brave enough to share. And so that's really awesome. And the writing prompt today, so I kind of wanted to do a theme of talking about your villains, because I think a really well-characterized villain can take novels up just like an amazing amount. And so our first prompt is, your villain is suddenly the protagonist in this next scene. So we're going to go for 5 minutes, and we are going to start right now. We've got like a minute left, so keep going. Okay, that's time. Hands up, pencils down, typing fingers up. Cool. Okay, so let us know what your word counts were for that writing sprint, and also maybe a sentence or two if you're feeling bold and you want to share what your villain as protagonist looks like. So just to let you know about like what's going to happen for the rest of this live stream, we're going to do one more writing sprint. I'm going to leave you with a dare. And then before we end, I was thinking, in honor of Camp NaNoWriMo, we could do a campfire sing-along together. So you can find the lyrics below. It's like a twit longer link, so you can click that, and it's going to be sung to the tune of Cups by Anna Kendrick. So check those lyrics out. We're going to close the live stream out with those. I'm very nervous, but it'll be fun. But before we do that, let's check in on people's word counts. By the way, like, how cool that we've got so many people from across the United States working on their writing projects today, alongside like writers from like Palestine and Iceland and India and other awesome places. A special hello to international writers. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, let's see what some of these word counts are. Whoa, that's awesome. So people are writing like 100. Kate Bischoff wrote 146 words. Michaela Martinez wrote 175, and her sentence is, any one of the people pacing before me on the marble tiles could be the traitor. Solid. Roz Haywood wrote 172 words, and apparently the villain murdered the heroine as she slept. That's really intense. Whoa, Mary Moody wrote 414 words. That's awesome. Big high fives, Mary. And let's see if there are more sentences, huh? Jasper Synth shared a sentence. He walked up to the first door and knocked. There was no response. He knocked again. Please, he said, I mean you no harm. And I feel like if this is from the villain's point of view, he might not be sincere with the no harm promise, but maybe. Man, these are really awesome word counts. Vanity Cheyenne wrote 334 words, but she's not using a villain. That's totally cool. Again, remember the prompts are 100% optional. If they inspire you, great. If they're hindering you, then chuck them in the trash. Also, if you want to use the prompts, but you're not necessarily using a villain in your writing project, you could just like use anyone who's maybe working against your protagonist a little bit, or who might be in their way. They don't necessarily have to be like evil. So yeah, cool. All right, well, let's go into our next writing prompt. It's again with a villain, but if you're not writing a villain, just an antagonist, someone who's not quite in agreement with your character. So this time the writing prompt is, your character and your villain discover they have one very major thing in common. What happens? And so we're going to go for another 5 minutes. Let me set my timer here. Okay, if you're ready, limber up those fingers. And we're going to go now. This is your 1-minute warning. Well, and that's time. So again, count up the words for that last sprint. Share them with us, and also again, possibly a sentence if you're interested. I will share a sentence from mine. It's kind of silly, but so the protagonist says, it's just a line of dialogue. The protagonist says, well, this guy who lives below you would appreciate it if you could quiet down your super evil destruction ray power generator thing ASAP. I mean, it's just like clomp, 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 chugga, chugga, chug all night. So, kind of dumb, but share your sentences. I'm sure they'll be way, way, way better. And yeah, and in the meantime, we're coming up on the end. We're going to close out with that campfire song and another dare to carry you through the next hour. But we'll be back again at the top of the hour. Shelby Gibbs, our wonderful office captain, will be here for the next live stream. And remember, you can follow along with us on our Twitter account, which is just at NaNoWriMo. Use the hashtag Nanothon, and we'll be tweeting all day as well. If you want, you can follow along with our other Twitter account at NaNoWordSprints. They'll be running word sprints basically all day, and they'll be, probably a little longer than this one, or even shorter ones, so 20-minute word sprints sometimes, if that will be even more helpful to you. And finally, just check out store.nanowrimo.org if you want to make a pledge to your novel today. Again, your donations are incredibly helpful. They're what make our nonprofit run. And just without your partnership and your support, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you so much. I'm going to look at those word counts and sentences now. Cool. So Emma Yo wrote, "Nor did I run to the streets to try and save some of those he had destroyed. I did nothing but sit inside my glass house and wait for the dawn." That's awesome. That sounds super cool. Catherine Jackson wrote 247 words. Even if I didn't agree with what he was actually fighting for, I had to admit that change was something that could not happen without death sometimes. That's like really deep. I like that. Let's see. Hannah Lyons wrote 111 words, didn't use the prompt. That's totally cool. Again, the prompts are just like for inspiration. If they don't inspire you, you don't have to use them. Celeste Hackman wrote, "David takes his hand off my shoulder and whispers to Brandon, 'Ready?' I see a look of nervousness fall over Brandon's face, a look I only see when he has to do something he hates." So that sounds like really intriguing setup for the next scene. These were all really amazing sentences and words. So thank you so much for sharing those sentences with us. Everyone's writing project sounds super promising, so keep going. Make sure to keep writing. We've got another 6 hours to go, more than. And so we're going to close with this campfire song. Again, it'd be awesome to make this just like a Camp NaNoWriMo sing-along. So if you want to see the lyrics, they're right below in the About section. It's a twit longer link, and you can check that out. I'll give you a little bit of time to pull that up. I'm going to try to actually do the cups part, but there's a chance that it'll be pretty bad, so please give me a little bit of mercy. So yeah, again, it's just set to the tune of Cups by Anna Kendrick. The song is from the perspective of your novel. Your novel is singing this to you. So I hope you have those lyrics up, and let's do this Camp NaNoWriMo campfire sing-along. All right, I'm going to start and do the rhythm part for a little bit, and then I'll go into the song, and then you guys can sing along with me. All right. Got an outline for my story at home. 2 possible plot twists down the road. And I sure could use your sweet company. Won't you write me today? What do you say? When I'm done. When I'm done, you're gonna love me when I'm done. You're gonna love me epic tons. Each character, everyone. You're gonna love me when I'm done. Woo! Thanks, everyone. Big applause for everyone who sang along. Thank you so much for indulging me. And thank you so much for writing with us today. Thank you so much for pledging and for donating. I'm going to leave you with one dare for the rest of the hour, and that dare is, in a scene that you write in the next hour, make your villain monologue. And again, remember, we'll be back at the top of the hour with Shelby Gibbs. Thanks. Happy writing.